The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. Hi, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal...
Great story, D.A. Thank you. Bill, hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Klay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No, they're going back in their primes.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
this is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Klay and Michael would win because Michael Thompson was really good back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't think Del Curry or Steph Curry could have handled him on the low post. I think if they were playing now, the Currys would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't have put him in the corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he can still play.
So the net starting five. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. G is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Green down low with Looney. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Here's LeVert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Curry. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And he lobs it up toward the rim. G, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off. And sometimes that's all it takes. The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Outside Irving. Three-pointer. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. They swipe it. The pass to Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Shoots over LeVert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just a phenomenal pump fake from Thompson. So good at getting defenders to leave the ground.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Well, just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like L.A.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. Here's LeVert after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Here's G. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. And the layup falls.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Curry, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Thompson outside, pass to Wiggins, 6 on the shot clock. The 3, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
LeVert the pass to Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On the wing, Green. And it's blocked, but he gets it back. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. LeVert finds KD. Puts it up from 12, and that one good.
What I love about Durant, doesn't force anything. Everything comes naturally and under control.
Here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. By the way, what a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours and don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
And you are. You're a great screen
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy.
And he just big boyed him right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The Nets shooting their first free throw tonight. That free throw good from G. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Passes it to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Pocket 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Steph just doing his thing from downtown. That's his game.
Pass to Irving. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Irving for 3. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Stolen by LeVert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And with most of the season in the books, the power rankings have really taken shape. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think the Nets, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
And it's LeVert missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors? And we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Lakers.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Green in the post. He's got 6, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 8.
Not the tallest power forward in the league, but Draymond Green carving out space.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Curry against Irving. Thompson outside. Golden State moving the ball around. Looney kicks to Curry. 6 to shoot. Back to Looney. Over Irving. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Now the feed to G. Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot blocking threat.
And Durant sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. And a wide open look for Lee. That misses off the backboard.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Bill, in 2009, Kevin Durant was just honorable mention in your book of basketball. Now a decade later, where is he in your evaluation?
Yeah, I remember I did this thing in my book, and it was like the four best bets to crack the pyramid of the top 100, and he was the #1 candidate. It was like he was clearly headed toward Hall of Fame career. I would have him now in the top 15. I think when you look at his first 12 years, the consistency, the scoring stats that he's had compared to all the greats, 2 finals MVPs. His teams have won every year for 10 years, regardless of where he's been playing. And the All-NBAs, you add everything up, and there's just no way he's not one of the best 4 forwards ever.
Brooklyn making some changes. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 11 points.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's Poole. His last outing, he had 8 points. Bowman covered by Irving. And the pass to Poole. 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Allen. And the basket by Pascal. And the Nets with possession here. Leading by 5. Irving passes to Allen. Here's G. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's G. Covered by Lee. Here's G. Count that bucket. He's got 13.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Bill, in 2012, you wrote an article about the Warriors franchise, How to Annoy a Fan Base in 60 Steps.
Yeah.
A terrific piece. How fortunes have changed for this organization in every way.
Yeah, team of the decade. You could say probably one of the 5 or 6 best teams ever. 5 straight finals runs hadn't happened since Bill Russell and the Celtics, a million years ago.
Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Pascal in at the 4. That's the Warriors' 5. LeVert the pass to G. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, G in their last game against the Lakers put on a show. He had 35 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W. Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Gets it down to single digits. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Smart move. You want to keep the defense guessing. Running Thompson inside is a good way to do it.
Jordan up top. Outside Durant. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors trail by 8. 14 feet away, and another basket for Golden State. Still, some people feel Steph is already the second greatest point guard of all time. What would he need to do to pass Magic Johnson?
Well, he's not. I don't think he needs to pass to Oscar Robertson first, I would say, who was incredible and was the best guard of the 60s. I don't know if he's a point guard, I guess would be my big argument with that. I always look at Steph like he's just a guard. So if you're thinking about him in the context of the best guards ever, I think just doing what he's doing for 3-4 more years, now you start looking about him with Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Kobe. I think Magic's a tough one because that guy was in the finals every single year.
All the time.
I thought he was one of the best 5 players I've ever seen in my lifetime. The flexibility he had, the ability to play any position, how much better he made his teammates.
You've got Magic top 5 all time. Overall.
I had him 4th. In my book, I put him over Bird, which killed me, but he just had a couple more years than Bird did. Bird got injured. Bird basically had a 9-year run. I have LeBron past Magic at this point, but I still think Magic's in the top 5 and is one of the great teammates of all time, too. I think him and Duncan will be remembered, and I think Curry's on this list, too. Those 3 guys are just great teammates. They made everybody better. They were completely unselfish and just cared about the team, and that was it.
Timeout called the Warriors. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Warriors' advantage in 1 series.
And well, for the Warriors, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The Nets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Passes it to Green. Back to Wiggins. Seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of 180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
Percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32. Even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
Curry passes to basket. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's G. 18 points for him. KD passes to G. It's Jordan on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Wiggins, plenty of space, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Good vision from Steph, but for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
Irving passes to KD. To the middle with the fadeaway. Count the basket. G's got 7 now in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Los Angeles. Curry looking around. Fires for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Durant against Curry. Pass to G. Right side, Jordan. 3-pointer, LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. LeVert's got 8.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Curry is inside, covered by Irving.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Warriors have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. First one falls for.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Musa, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Jordan finds KD. Here's G. Shot from 6. The pass to Jordan. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And Durant sends it back. And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
There's your number right here on my speed
You
dial.
have my number. Call me.
And Steve, you get the sense that no NBA topic is off limits when you talk to Bill Simmons.
He gets the discussion going, whether you agree or disagree with him. That's part of what makes sports fun, having those debates. And sometimes we get to see the players in the debate on the court.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. They double-team Curry. 104 left in the first half of the game. KD against Wiggins. Curry trying to break free. The drive by KD, and KD throws it down.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, just stepped out of bounds as he tried to slither around the defender there. Good job by the D to cut him off.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 11. Irving passes to Musa. And G now atop the key from downtown. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by G. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
Poole, the pass to Looney, kicks it to Lee. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And it's blocked. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. One second left. Look at that!
Gentlemen,
Oh,
I'm
my
leaving. I'm
goodness.
gone. Unlimited range. The long arms of KD can get it off from anywhere.
And we